Welcome back to another podcast episode. It's me, rawhoneybliss. Thank you for tuning in with me today. In this episode, I would like to talk about what to do when your 3D circumstance, whatever it is, feels like it is just impossible to navigate. And I want you to know that you can apply this information to absolutely any area of your life. The thing about law of assumption is that once you understand the very foundational concepts within this law, you can apply this to any circumstance in your life. This is what I do enjoy about Neville Goddard's teachings, because as I have come across him years ago and as I have been reading his information, diving deep into his concepts and applying what he talks about, I understand on a personal level that I can take his teachings and apply it to absolutely anything. And I have seen success in every area of my life. Specific person, health, this can be applied to school, this can be applied to abundance, anything. Just wanted to throw that out there. So if you are struggling with any 3D circumstance right now, you feel as though you are doing your absolute best to stay firm within your affirmations, you are doing your best to live in the end, and yet your 3D just seems to be above you, this is the episode you need to listen to. The first thing I want to say is that I completely understand what it feels like when you are doing your best to live in the end. You are visualizing, you are affirming, and I know how easy it is to be within that energy when you don't have to deal with the 3D. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're in school right now, or you're in college right now. You're wanting to get a degree, a license, or let's say you're wanting to get a certificate in something, whatever it is. And it can be a lot easier to live within the end when you are spending time with yourself. Let's say during meditation, or when you're out in nature, going on walks, when you have time to yourself. And then you go out into the 3D to learn information towards whatever it is you are either getting your degree in, your certificate, license, whatever that is. Once you go out into the 3D, it can seem like a drastic difference, meaning it's easier to live within the end when you are by yourself, when you have time to be with yourself, go within, versus going out into the 3D world and all of a sudden being hit with different situations, different people. That can bring challenges, right? And it's in those moments where it can feel like you are being tested, where it can feel like you are being challenged. In those moments, it can feel like things are happening to you. And yes, it could be very easy to take it personally. Like I said, I do 100% empathize with the person listening to this, and you do resonate with what I'm saying. You feel like this is your message. I 100% get it. I also want to say that in moments like that, it is important to be easy on yourself, because I know that when you are someone who practices the law of assumption is something that can feel very impersonal, meaning whatever you assume to be true in your reality is what you will experience. That is something that does not feel personal at all. And at the same time, it is personal because it's letting you know that everything comes back to self, even in moments where it feels like it doesn't. Everything that is happening in your reality is an opportunity for you to go within and reclaim your power over your 3D circumstances, because your 3D circumstances are not above you. I feel guided to say that you are above your 3D circumstances. In moments where the 3D feels like it's bullying you, meaning you feel like you have no control, you feel like you're at your wit's end, you feel like there is nothing that you can do, in those moments right there, it is especially crucial for you to get back to those affirmations. A perfect one for when you are dealing with a challenging circumstance is: the 3D is not my master. The 3D is not above me. I am in control. I have full reign over my 3D circumstances. I am the master of my 3D reality. I am above my 3D circumstances. Even when people come into your reality and tell you that you are not above your 3D circumstances, understand that that person is not separate from you. in that even in that moment, when someone is coming to you saying things that can make it seem as though you do not have control, it's in that moment right there that you are being asked to go within and regain the control that you actually do have over your reality. Another thing that I want to talk about is when you are having moments when you're struggling to be in your 3D reality as you are wanting to accomplish anything. Because again, I'm saying you can apply this information to anything. So let's say you're manifesting a specific person, and let's say it's been a couple months or even a couple of years that you've been trying to have the very specific outcome that you want with your specific person. And right now, things seem to not be going in your intended direction. Sometimes it could be helpful to just drop the situation. And by dropping the situation, I am not telling you to give up. What I am telling you to do is take the time to drop the situation so that you can bring your energy back to self. This is something that will help you when you are looking out into your 3D and you are feeling like your specific person has control and that they are separate from you and you just are not going to have your intended outcome with them. If you are in a position right now where you feel completely helpless, you feel like you are just not going to have your desired outcome with your SP, and it's taking time away from you taking care of yourself, taking care of your mind, and affirming the way that you know you should, it is okay to drop the situation and take time for yourself. Maybe you need to take some time to go on a walk. Maybe you need to take a few moments to light a candle, light some incense, meditate. Take that time out for yourself. Because it can be very easy to stop taking care of ourselves when we are focused on attaining a specific outcome. In moments where it just feels too hard, where the 3D feels too hard to navigate, it is 100% okay for you to take time for yourself. Your manifestation is not going anywhere. You are not missing out on anything by taking time to yourself. Sometimes it can feel as though we need permission, right? Like we need permission to drop something and take care of ourselves because we can feel like that thing won't get accomplished or something won't get finished. I am here to tell you, it is okay for you to right now give yourself permission to take a break from whatever you are manifesting. Take a break and get clear. I feel guided to say re-clear. Get re-clear on why you are doing what you are doing in the first place. Taking time out to get re-clear, that's the word I'm going to use. Taking time out to get re-clear on what you are manifesting will help to ease some of that tension that you are experiencing within the 3D. Let me know down below if you are resonating with this, if you feel like this is your message. And also down in the comment section, I want you to put your affirmation that you come to when the 3D feels too hard. Let me know down below the affirmation you like to use when your 3D feels too hard to navigate, something that brings you back to self. So for example, earlier I mentioned how the 3D is not your master, how you are in full control of your reality. You are the one steering the ship of your 3D circumstances. The 3D is not your bully. You are in full control of your reality. Let me know your specific affirmation down below because your affirmation can be helpful to others listening in on this. And I do want to say, if you are already subscribed to our beautiful, loving, thriving community, then you already know that I am a professional trans-dimensional psychic medium, which means I do channel divine insight from across realms and universal intelligence. I do communicate with angels, I communicate with extraterrestrials, I communicate with fairies, I communicate with source, spirit guides, past loved ones. I communicate with all of these energies to offer you guidance, clarity, and direction on your life path. And you guys know that I am always on here talking about how you need to be calling on spirit. You need to be calling on source to help you during moments where your 3D is too hard to navigate, because source has the answers. Spirit has the answers. You have the answers. Source is not separate from you. Source is you. The guides that are with you right now are not separate from you. They know exactly what you're going through and they have the answers. Your guides know exactly what you're struggling with, and they are always available and here to assist you, as well as me. I am here to assist you, to help you tap into that inner guidance you have within, help you tap into the guidance that spirit is offering to you at this time. I'm also a spiritual manifestation coach. So if you do want me to help you vibrationally align to your intended outcomes through higher consciousness and spiritual guidance, I am here to assist you with this. Make sure you like this video, comment down below if it was helpful. Again, make sure to put down your affirmation that you go to every time the 3D feels like it's hard to navigate. What is the affirmation you come back to help you move through these energies? Make sure to subscribe and share this video with at least one person. Help me spread this beautiful positive energy out into the universe, and I will see you in our next episode. You got this. You are in control. The 3D is not above you. The 3D is not your bully. The 3D is not your master. You got this, whatever it is. Make sure to call on source and spirit, and remember your power. Remember who you are. Remember that it all comes back to self. You are allowed to take breaks to remember why you are manifesting your desire in the first place. Till next time.